joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Ball and Levine are the guard set. Thomas is out there with Williams, and it's Haynes in at the center, filling out the middle. And for New Orleans, the front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. McCollum is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Nance in at the 5 spot. Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA, what do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Raptors. Ingram against Levine. Ingram kicks to McCollum. Nance, right side, over Williams. Nance, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And Thomas has it in the corner. Takes the 3. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Nice vision by Levine. He gives it up instead of forcing his own play.
Down low, here's McCollum, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hey, Smitty, you want to talk about explosiveness? This is your man, Zion Williamson.
Kevin, I mean, when he was in college, he blew through a shoe making a cut. He's so strong, Kevin, the leather couldn't hold up.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
McCollum outside. To the inside, Williamson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Thomas's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Ingram.
Up inside. Ingram's got a lot of moves he can beat you with.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. Steve, we talked about this. A great job by the Pelicans front office in surrounding Zion Williamson with talent.
Yes, Kevin. When he's healthy, they're one of the best teams in the league. But to go the distance, he has to be available.
There's Thomas at the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got 9 points.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Ingram. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Levine against Burks. Goes up the baseline. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. The Pelicans trail. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Strong move by Brandon. He's playing with such great confidence these days.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Got that bucket in no time at all. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Bulls. James Harden comes in for Levine. Off the inbound. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Well, Chicago's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. DeRozan passes to Harden. The shot that time, not on target. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. They grabbed their own miss, and it's in there.
Hustle points for Murphy, a greedy player.
Here's Harden. There's 1:26 left to play in the first. Thomas outside. That shot missing. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Jones from outside. It's all in by the Bulls, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
Back to Daniels. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. DeRozan defending. On the wing, Daniels. 5 to shoot. No good with the triple.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Thomas kicks the ball. Lets the 3 fly, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Ball.
For 3.
Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
On the basket by Jones.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bulls leading by 3. It's Thomas on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Here is Daniels. The 10-footer. Excellent D there from Ball.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And so both teams trading. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. The guard set is White alongside Levine. Williams is out there with Thomas. And it's Haynes in at the pivot spot manning the middle. A guy who gives his team, Steve, a ton of energy out on the floor is Coby White.
Kevin, he's definitely a spark plug, pushing the pace and trying to fire up his guys. Players love having someone like that on the floor with them.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He added 37 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. He had his fingerprints all over that game, doing everything he could to help his team. See if he can repeat that performance tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
He was all alone on that one. Nance has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Thomas on the wing. Rebounded by McCollum.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
With Samart, good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
You love the execution here. Well-timed pass. Zach LaVine showing off that 41-inch vertical.
Here's Nance. Nance. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the Prophet.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet of the game. Tremendous numbers from him, and he is more than deserving of the award.
And it's not uncommon to see arguments boil over between teammates, Steve. Sports has a different line than most professions, don't you think?
I do, Kevin. I agree. The physicality and competition factors into that. Most of these guys, you don't argue, but if you have a common goal of winning, usually that takes care of everything. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
McCollum dishes to Williamson. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. That's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And here are the Bulls now. Last outing for Chicago. They won that game against the Nets. Jacks up a three. Thomas, no good.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the defense.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
The three from Thomas. Here's Haynes. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nance has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Ingram. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Now Burks, after the missed three from Thomas, lets a floater go. Burks can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 3.
And when Burks is out there, they've got a player who can score from anywhere.
GA, he will make the defense work. It's hard to decide who to put on Alex Burke because of his versatility. Nice to have a guy with that kind of flexibility.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And in that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the
runs out with the score tie.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Pelicans.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Alec Burks is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Nance in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Burks. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3.
Zach LaVine has all the tools to be a great defender. Just needs to become more consistent about it.
That gives them the lead. 22 points for the Prophet.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Here's Williamson. Good D by Williams.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
McCollum, no good.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Pass to Nance. Dishes it to Burks. Rebound collected by Levine.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Pelicans trail by 5. Works with it. Nice D from Levine.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, Dave.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Tries again. And the Bulls with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
That one doesn't go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Chicago making a switch here. Hawkins passes to Daniels. Griffin kicks to Hawkins. Here's Jones. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Chicago.
Jones doesn't.
The Bulls with the lead. So for Chicago right now, Kennard is out there with Harden. Then it's Thomas. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Haynes in at the center. Burks on the wing to take the lead. Sinks the triple. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends. How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Passes it to Williamson. Kicks it to Ingram. Puts one up from 19. Harden grabs the miss.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Thomas finds DeRozan. Back to Thomas. It's up a 3. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Williamson dishes to McCollum. It's all in by the Bulls. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
The pass to Burks. Driving the lane. Yep, it counts. Burks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
The 3 from Thomas connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Ingram drawing the double team. It's Ingram on the wing. From 17 feet out, Thomas grabs the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
They double team McCollum. Now the feed to Ingram. Over Thomas. And it's Ingram missing. And here's Thomas who brings it up for the Bulls. It's Thomas on the wing. Who finds Thomas. target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 11 points for Brandon Ingram.
Nimble ball handling by Ingram, allowing him to beat the D and find his shot.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 6. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the Prophet.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Nance is checked in. Harden bounce pass. Thomas outside. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 39.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Burks can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Harden. Thomas got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls. New Orleans now, time running out. McCollum outside. Hands in the high post. It's blocked. To the paint. Here's Thomas. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Williams kicks to Harden. From deep, Thomas. Nance with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bulls.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Prophet.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
McCollum outside, over Harden. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
This is why you have to stay attached to C.J. McCollum. He can bury it from anywhere on the floor.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
How about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Al menos dame more.